Welcome you all students. Again I come up with a question from the projections of solids. Okay, a pentagonal pyramid of side of base 30 mm and altitude 68 mm is suspended freely from a string attached to one corner of the base of the pyramid. The axis of the pyramid is parallel to VP and draw its projections. So the given question is this. For this we are going to take the given data. What is the object given? Object is pentagonal pyramid and base side is given as 30 mm. What about the altitude height? Height of the object is 68 mm. Okay, and see, there is no resting and there is no axis inclination, but the special kind of condition we can see in this question: suspended freely from a string attached to one corner of the base of the pyramid. What it exactly mean? Okay, it is saying one of the corner of the pyramid is just suspended freely by using the string attaching on the corner, something like this. Okay, so when you are suspending without having any contact with the ground or with a vertical plane, we need to take the observation when the axis being kept parallel to VP. So for this we are going to take the front view and top view observation. Okay, so here, since it is been suspended with the corner of the pyramid, we need to take corner as a condition. So initial step, we need to keep the corner on the right side. Okay, our HZ position is something like this. This is the HZ position. So initially what we are going to do is just we are going to keep the base on the HP plane before suspending, and we are going to take the observation of front view and top view, and then after suspending the edge we are going to get the final front view and final top view. Okay, let us see how it is going to happen. So first take the HY line. It's a new question and new idea. Okay, VP, below it's a HP, right? So here we are going to consider in the simple position, first stage, just we are going to rest the object on HP plane. Okay, rest the object on HP plane. Since the corner is being tied with the string, I am going to keep the corner on the right side. Okay, so when you are getting the observation from the top, the true shape can be seen. From the front view, the triangular face can be seen. So in order to keep the corner right side, I am going to take the vertical line, something like this, on HP plane. Okay, which is with the side 30 mm. So this line should be with 30 mm. So it's a pentagonal pyramid. So true shape will be a pentagon. So keeping your protractor something like this, read 108 degree and go for an inclined line on both sides. So internal angle of pentagon is a 108. So go for a line something like this with both the ends have a line something like this. And now take your compass, measure 30 mm. Since the side is 30, just go for a cut mark from the end. As well, the same thing should be taken from the next end. Next, from the cutted point, just have an arc. From the cut point, just have an arc, so that you will get the shape of the pentagon like this. So now go for a dark line. This is the thing we can view from the top view. Okay. Now it's a pentagonal pyramid, so there is a apex. So when you are getting the observation from the top in the pyramid, it is a very important thing. Along with the true shape, all the slant edges are visible. Okay, so we need to specify the apex here. Okay, fine. So in order to get the apex, we need to find the center of the polygon. It is so easy. Just take the midpoint of any of the side and just connect it with the opposite corner. Then in the adjacent side, I gonna form the midpoint and just connect it with the opposite corner, so that you will get the midpoint for the middle. It's the point, nothing but the apex O. Okay, apex O. If I take this as A, this is B, this is C, this is D, and this is E, and this center will be O. And we know all the slant edges are visible. So just have a dark line from D to O, E to O, O to A to B, and C to O. Bring all the lines to apex O. All the edges are visible, longer edges, slant edges are visible from the top. Right? So now the top view is over for the simple position. Then move to the front view. For that we have to take the projectors. It's a pyramid up to the level of the HY axis. First of all, it's enough. Okay. What about the axis height? It is 68. Am I right? So from the apex, just take the line, height 68. This line should be 68. Now just connect it with the line which we have taken, projector lines, so that you will be identifying the true shape. Okay, you will be identifying the rectangular face. Okay, as well with this you can make a line connections. Okay, when you are looking from the front, the edge like A to apex O and B to apex O and then C to apex O will be visible, right? So make all those lines as a dark one, these are the edges can be visible. Okay, when you are noting down the notation, you have to look from here not to specify the front view. So A, B, C will be visible, A dash, B dash, C dash will be visible. The D dash will be invisible, just it is coming in the same projector, so we can say it is the D is just lying behind B. So we are going to take it inside the bracket nearby B. Okay, so apex is here, that should be marked with a dash mark, O dash. Fine. So this is how the simple position I have taken. It's an important part. I am going to freely suspend the objects. Okay, in order to get the observation, I have to say one thing. When you are suspending like this, it will be goes on oscillating, something like this. It won't be stable, right? It goes on oscillating. So in order to get the standard format of front view and final top view for the freely suspension, what we are going to consider here is, we are going to consider just it is suspended through the CG, that means center of gravity point. Okay, we are going to consider this has been suspended through the point CG, center of gravity. Center of gravity, in the sense we are familiar, the point at which the entire weight of the object can be concentrated. Okay, so through which we are going to take the observation. So we must specify the CG, okay, with respect to axis. Fine. So this is the object pyramid. Okay, how to say about the CG, center of gravity. Okay, CG for cone and for pyramid, it is a formula we have to follow. 1/4 of its axis height. Okay, 1/4 of its axis height. If we coming to the cylinder or prism, we need to follow the formula 1/2 of its axis height. Okay, 1/2 of its axis height. Two formula is there. One is for the cone and pyramid, which is 1/4 of its axis height, and one is for cylinder and prism, which is 1/2 of its axis height. So we can expect any of the object like prism or pyramid or else cone, something like this. Okay, so do remember this formula first of all. So here it is a pyramid, so I am going with a formula 1 by 4 of its axis height in order to specify the CG. Okay, 1 by 4 of its axis height. So here 1 by 4 into axis height, height it is given as 68. So 68, if you do the calculation, we get 17 mm. Okay, with respect to axis, this formula is given. So what I am going to do is, in the axis, in the front view, I am going to specify 17 mm from the base by measuring with a scale. From the base, I am going to mark 17 mm. So somewhere here I get the CG point, somewhere here I will get the CG point. Okay, so now we are going to do the second step. Okay, special condition. When you are suspending, so we must know this. If I join the CG point with the C, the corner which we have tied the string, that particular line will be a straight line when it is suspended. Okay, the CG line will be a straight line. Because of gravity, it will be a straight line. So I am going to draw the CG line, the line connecting C to CG, a straight line first. Okay, so as far as this diagram concerns, somewhat above the apex you need to take a line. So I am going to take it. So this is CG, sorry, this is the corner C which we are going to suspend. Okay, this is the corner C1 dash and this is the point CG. Okay, just have a vertical line and by taking the measurement specify C and CG. Next concentration should be, if you look at the diagram, there is a triangle. Am I right? There is a triangle. You need not to shade it, but in order to make you understand, I am doing this shade, right? So you can see the right angle triangle. These things should be identified first of all. Okay, so goes on concentration of the end. If I take this as what first, in order to specify it, I am going to take this as 1, the point number 1. There is no markings, so I am going to take this as 1. So we must take this 1 first. Okay, we are going to observe this entire diagram, but not to get the easy way, I am going to say the concentration should be on this triangle and go on concentration of this 1. Okay, so try to specify it on the second stage. So take the measurement C to 1. What is the measurement? By keeping at C, go for cut. And from CG to 1, take the measurement, keeping at the CG, go for cut. Okay, so that you will get the triangle. This triangle has been identified there. Okay, now it is easy. This is the first point which I have specified in order to make you understand. This is the first point. Where is A? This is just in the extension of line C to 1. Am I right? So from the C to 1, I am going to take the extension line with the same inclination. Okay, and take the measurement C to A. Just go for a cut mark so that you will be identifying A1 dash. Okay, what is next? What is next? The baseline has been identified. Next thing is apex. It is easy. 2 of the side is known. It's a triangular shape. 2 of the point is known. The one is remain. It is easier. Take the measurement C to O dash. By keeping at C, go for a cut mark. Okay, and then take the measurement A to O and keeping it A, just go for a cut mark. Okay, so now you will get somewhere here the intersection point. If you connect C to that intersection point and A to the intersection point, it said shape will be obtained. So this will be your apex O1 dash. We are producing the same image in the suspended manner. So what are the points are visible? Make as a dot line. So these are the edges are visible. You can make as a dot line. Okay. And in the front view, we have missed one thing. When you are looking from the front for this first position, so in the front view, A, B, C will be visible that we have captured, and the point D and E will be invisible. So here comes, there will be E nearby A. Am I right? So it must be captured here, E dash. Okay. And then the edge B to O dash should be captured. So take the measurement C to B. What is the measurement? Convey it. So here comes, you will get the B1 dash and D1 dash. Okay. Right. So connect it. It also a dark line. And here is the axis line which is coming in the CG. So take it as long line dot. Long line dot. Okay. Take it like this. Okay. Fine. Almost everything we have conveyed to the suspended poster, right? So the next is a top view. So for that, take the projectors from each and every corners. So you'll get the vertical corner, vertical projectors like this, and from the previous stage, get the horizontal projectors. So your projector will be tracing the path something like this, and then the apex will be coming in the same projector of O. Okay, everything we have taken. Then go for the mapping work. It's very important. Mapping work. A horizontal, A vertical, where it is here. So this would be A1. B horizontal, B vertical. So this would be B1. And here C horizontal and C vertical. So where it is? So here it is. C1, C1. Right? Where is D? Horizontal and D vertical. So here it is. So D1. And here is E, and here is E projector. So it is meeting at this place, E1. Okay. What is remaining? Apex. Here is the horizontal and here is the vertical. So this meeting spot will be apex O1. Okay. The same procedure we have to follow. First step is the boundary should be closed. Okay. Any position, the boundary of the object will be visible. So outermost point, go for a dark line. Go for a dark line. Okay. Now it's a pyramid. It's a pyramid. So next, concentrate on the base. If you see the base, there is a connection between A to B, C, D and E. There is a connection between A to B, B to C, C to D and what? E and E. Right? In the boundary, B to A is done, B to A is done, right? A to E is done, A to E is done, and then E to D is done, E to D is done. Okay. What is remaining? B to C. B to C and C to D is remaining. B to C and C to D is remaining. It should be identified. So when you are suspending something like this with a corner C, you are taking the observation from the top, the object position will be something like this. This is A, B, C, D and E. What happens to the bottom base? It's a visible one, right? So all the bottom base is a visible one. So make all the edges a visible one. So C to B, it should be a dark line. C to D, it's a dark line. So we have completed everything, right? And then longer edges, it's a pentagon, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 edges are there. That means longer edge concern, A to O there is a connection, B to O there is a connection, C to O there is a connection, D to O there is a connection, E to O there is a connection. Partially some of the things we have completed. Check. O to B connected, O to D connected, then any other things? No. 3 more things we have to connect. O to C, O to E, O to A. Okay, when it is suspended through C, corner C, so here is a C. So when you are having the look from the top C2O will be visible. Okay, so this is the edge B2O and this is the edge D2O. Okay, these three will be a visible line. This three will be visible. Okay, what happens to these two? That means A2O and E2O. It is a invisible line. Both these edges are invisible. Okay, C2O is a visible one and edge A2O and E2O is a invisible one. So I am going to make the C2O as a visible one, E2O is a invisible one, okay, and A2O it's a invisible one. Okay, so O to A, O to C we have done. These two are invisible one. Fine. Okay, so we have completed all the visible and invisible edges. Okay, then next thing is the dimension. So here in the base edge we need to specify the size. So in the question it is given as 30, it's not as 30 mm. What about the axis height? Axis height is given as 68. So by noting like this, you can write above the line 68, right? 68. What is next? Any inclination is there? No, no inclination. So I hope I have done the measurements, and at the bottom we can write all dimensions are in mm, and also you can write the scale as 1:1. Okay. I hope you understood how to work when you are having the questions like the object is freely suspended. Okay. Fine. Thank you so much.